Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Welcome back to a Division 2 video. Yes, we just got some awesome news that not only the Lexington, that not only the thermal knee pads will be added to the stretch goals, but also all of the locked exotics. Yes, you heard me right. All of the locked exotics. We're talking Regulus, we're talking Eagle Bearer, Ravenous, Bighorn, Ouroboros, Provocator, and Birdie's Quick Fix Backpack. This is a huge W. The division posted this. Stretch goals return on August 19 for the first time. Event limited named items like the Lexington AR and the thermal knee pads are in the drop pool. Full info in our article, and we of course are gonna scan over the article and I'll give you all of the important information. And I kinda like this little video that they introduced with it. You see a hunter walking around with that Lexington, and man, a little under 2 weeks and everybody can get that Lexington again. So let's open up the stretch goals. Summer Swarm. Summer Swarm will be a global event that is connected to our seasonal progression, starting at August 19, giving you another shot at a high value rewards beyond tier 100, including hard to obtain exotics and for the first time, event limited named items like the Lexington and the Thermal. So all of the named event items that are connected to those events, the summer event, the winter event, all of that, those will be in these caches as well. This limited time extension adds a bonus page, page 11, with 10 looping reward tiers that repeat for us as long as the event is active. It's all on the free track. No premium pass needed. Huge W. Would be a little bit weird if we had to pay for it, and that's why, of course, this next sentence is in there. Once you reach tier 100, no level purchases are available beyond that point. And I don't mind people buying their caches if they want to, but now that there are locked exotic behind it, there are exotics behind it that you can only get in the incursion, that you can only get in the raids, etc. People will spend money to get that, and then it gets close to loot caches, if you know what I mean, right? I don't have a problem with it, but it also kinda invites people to spend money to get a chance on that Eagle Bearer. While there are so many communities out there that help every single day, every single weekend to get you your Eagle Bearer, to get you your Ouroboros, to get you your Ravenous. So if you're really searching for it, there are so many communities out there. Doesn't matter which platform you are on. Just check out Twitch, go to the division category, and everybody is down to help you out. But I'm glad they don't let us buy caches with money. The stretch goals progression can only be earned through gameplay. Progress comes from your usual season XP sources, Man on Scout, seasonal journey, priority objectives, weekly projects, mission, living world activities, and more. Keep in mind that the 2 times season XP bonus only applies up to tier 100. Stretch goals follow normal XP rates. And we talked a little bit about it on stream, and this is a little confusing. So let me explain. When stretch goals start on the August of 19th, there will also be a double season XP event active for everyone that didn't reach tier 100 on the seasonal track, because the stretch goals will be tier 101 till 110. So you need to reach that tier 100. You will get double the season XP for that, but the moment you reach 100, that double seasonal XP will fall away and you will have normal seasonal XP that will count for you. As there was stretch goals follow normal XP rates, is kinda tricky to write it down. I'm not gonna lie, we had a full discussion about it, because you can also read this that this is normal XP and not seasonal XP. But this means it's still seasonal XP, it still works the same as the last time, but that 2 times seasonal XP that is active won't be active after tier 100. Hopefully that makes a little bit more sense. And then of course, let's jump over to the most important things, the rewards. Each summer swarm cache contains guaranteed seasonal items and crafting materials with an additional chance-based drop. Vanity items, high chance per cache until the supply runs out. We got 5 pieces for the Wasp Warrior outfit. I will put it on the screen right now. Huge shout out to Virtuals, as this is the suit in the Chinese version. We know that our summer outfit kinda looked the same as the Chinese version, so we can probably guess what the summer Wasp Warrior event looks like. Again, a huge shout out to you, Virtuals. Thank you for sharing this. Then we have 4 arm patches, 2 weapon skins, and a Wasp Warrior trinket backpack trophy. So again, they're adding some vanity items to it, and I like it. Then we have seasonal and special exotics. They will have a moderate drop chance with each cache. We can get the Bahan, we can get the Nimble, we can get the Nemesis MMR, the Liberty Pistol, the Chatterbox SMG, what will have a slightly increased drop chance during this event. We have the Dutch City Gunslinger holster and the Ridgeway's Pride. And I think these are great additions, as the Bahan and the Nimble were of course from last season. They were just on the track. But all of the rest you kinda have to craft, right? The Nemesis, you need to run 3 weeks if you're lucky to craft that gun. Liberty, you need to complete a few missions to craft that gun. Chatterbox is the one that you can still farm for, but the official drop spot is throughout all of the faction caches from the hyenas. You find multiple pieces and then you can craft it. Dutch City Gunslinger holster, you need to take over a couple of CP4s to get pieces to craft it. Ridgeway's Pride, you need to walk all the way up to the summit and then you can get the pieces to craft this Ridgeway's throughout all the caches in the summit. So I think this is a great addition, especially for new and returning players, to still easily get their base exotics, but because that's what we're kind of talking about. I know the Bahan and the Nimble are from last season, but I kind of see them as base exotics. They are good, they're fun to play with. Will it be the best gun? Will it be the best exotic in the game? No. So I kind of like that the new and returning players don't have to wait, for example, 3 weeks for that Nemesis. I know later on I will contradict myself, but let's read further. Then we have the named items, moderate drop chance with each cache. And these are all of the named items that are connected to our projects. Our summer project, our winter project, our Halloween, our Valentine's, all of those projects have a certain named reward to it. And they're also adding the hunter guns, as with the huntsman, with the shield splinter, and then of course the hunter killer chest piece. And those are hunter mask rewards, or of course, if you beat all the hunters, you can pick it up at Cassie Mendoza. And as you can see, yes, the Lexington AR has a slightly increased drop chance during this event. So that's a great thing. With every single cache we have a chance to get this. So you're opening up 10 caches, you have a moderate chance to get that Lexington or one of these named items to drop. And the Lexington has a slightly increased drop chance during this event. And I would think that that slightly increased drop chance might be just increased drop chance, because everybody and their mom is looking for it, and I think that everybody deserves it as well. Then we're getting to the last part, and this is a very interesting part to read through, because this is locked exotics that we can unlock by just getting these caches. You don't have to go into Dark Zone, you don't have to go into a raid, you don't have to go into an incursion to get your locked exotics, because yes, again, these caches will hold a rare chance to drop a locked exotic, and this is a huge W for almost all. And now I'm gonna contradict myself a little bit, because I don't really like that the Regulus is in there. The Regulus is an exotic project. You need to kind of play Iron Horse 2 or 3 times to get this whole Regulus project together. And then it kind of feels like, oh yes, I got that new weapon. And it's also incredibly strong if you know how to work with it. So I feel like we still have to have a few things locked behind it. I can understand that new and returning players would say, yeah, what about the solo player, right? I never play raids, I never do this, I never do that. So why can't I have a chance? I can flip that around as well. I'm a PvE player. I'm never in the DZ. So why don't put all the PvP stuff in PvE? Like, we need something that is locked behind it to give everybody an incentive to go towards it. If it's just easy to get everything together, that person that's asking for it will be leaving the game in a month and a half, when he or she has everything. That is not the game that we're playing, right? So I don't mind that they are in the caches, but I would love to have seen that the Regulus would be removed, as that is still a project and can't really drop for you just in Iron Horse. There is a very, very, very small chance, what I've been told, but I have never ever seen it happen in my 7 years of playing this game, that we saw a Regulus be dropped. The first time I heard about it was yesterday, I'm not gonna lie. So that's why, in my humble opinion, the Regulus just should stay locked. But again, who am I? Then the last little piece of information, the full loot pool is on the table. Get ready to target your top picks. Any unclaimed rewards will automatically be granted at the end of the event. The next time you log in, stay sharp, agents, the Division 2 team. And I'm not gonna lie, this is a huge W. It's always nice to see the stretch goals coming back, and everybody and their mom is gonna hunt this down. Now, I of course want to know your opinion about it. What do you think about the Regulus being in the caches? What do you think about we can finally get the Thermal and the Lexington again? What are your honest opinions? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear it, because what it is that if we listen back to Yannick from the last stream, as he said something in the lines of, we don't want to be the game that has locked weapons or gear that if you not logged in at a certain particular time, you can't get that item anymore. I will put the video in between if I can quickly find it.
I mean, all those exclusive items, you know, like we always want to make sure that we give opportunities in the future for people to get them again. So we don't want things to be completely FOMO. And if you were not here, well, tough luck, you will never get it. So there will be opportunities to get those items again in the future.
But it's kind of happening with the Lexington at the moment. As if you're not there on the stretch goals, you cannot get it. Same as for the Thermal. So hopefully they will open it up for the loot pool of the Loot Goblin, the Hoarder, however you like to call him. That every time there is an event active, he drops those special event items. And then put the Thermal and the Lexington in there. But to be very honest with you, we know that the new mask is coming. Next Tuesday, the Climax mission will open up. That will have a reward of the Tinkerer mask. That Tinkerer mask will activate 2 talents if the weapon is not a named weapon or an exotic weapon. So there is also a very big chance that the Lexington just gonna drop off, because it might now be the best AR in the game, the easiest to handle in the game. But if you cannot use 2 talents on there, what the Tinker mask will activate for you, that Lexington will fall off. So next week we kind of already know. If the week after that for stretch goals, you need to focus on that Lexington. Everybody and their mom wants that Lexington, but nobody is thinking about that mask. Because if that is still the same as the PTS, because the PTS always are things subject to change, we cannot use named weapons. Lexington named weapon will fall off. So that's gonna be the biggest thing. We've been talking about it on stream for a couple months now, since that we knew that the Tinkerer would be added to the game. We already saw it happening, that the Lexington will fall off. But there's of course only one way to find out. Test the mask whenever it's available, and we will be definitely doing that on Tuesday while helping the community running through Master. And that's pretty much it. A little longer video, and I wanted to go into a bunch of details, wanted to show you what Yannick said, wanted to give you my opinion about the thermal knee pads, the Lexington, and of course that Regulus, and the Alpha Bridge 2.0, aka the Tinkerer, being brought back to the game next Tuesday. And that's it. Thank you very much for sticking until the end. Like the video if you liked the video or helped you out in any way or form. And of course, if you're new here and or you want to be updated by the Division 2, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And I will see you in the next one. Pure Prime out.